Hi, good evening everyone, it's Ryan here. Thought I'd just shoot a quick video showing everyone about how to use a copier when it comes to Forex trading. So if you have a look on my screen, which I've got in front here, you'll see I've got two accounts here, which is IC Markets, and then you've also got Hugosway here. So because I thought I'd just show you the difference that you can actually copy between different Forex brokers as well. So I'm doing a copy from MT4 to an MT4 account. You can also do a copy from MT4 onto the newer MT5, but tonight I'm just going to show you how to do the MT4 to the MT4. So what you'll first do is you want to go to the website, which FX Blue is the website where you will download the app. So if you click on apps here, and you will have to log in for the app, and what you're going to do is you're going to look for the FX Blue personal trader copy for MT4. If you click on this one, you click on more info and you see the free download, and you click on that. Online user guide will explain all the details, and you can see it'll just pop up into your screen here, and it shows you all the details about how to use it. Okay, so what I've done is I have already downloaded it, and what I'm going to do is quickly run it so you can all just have a look and see how it actually works. So you see I double clicked on that, and it comes up with all my MT4 programs that I've got on my machine, and I'm going to install it on this one here, and then also on the IC Markets, which is the IC Markets 6. So we'll install that quickly. So we've got Hugo 13 and IC Markets 6, and if I click install that, the software has been successfully installed. Okay, and I'll close that. So it basically copies it onto the system for you. If I open my trade copy demo, let's give that a couple of secs, and you see all my charts come in. I'll open, and I will quickly close those out because I don't need all of them. And then what you want to do is here is you'll see on the left hand side under expert advisors, you'll see that there's a new expert advisor which says trade copy receiver and a sender. So you've got two, obviously the one you're going to use as a sender, and then the other one you're going to use as a receiver. So what you could do is you go onto one of the pairs on the left hand side, you right click and you click on chart window, and you make it maximize it, and what you want to do is you want to click on the sender, you left click onto the expert advisors, and you left click on it and you drag it onto the chart, and it'll come up with all the details of the tabs. You click on allow live trading, allow DLR imports. I always allow the modifications signals as well. I don't think it's required, but I'll put that in as well. All these details are all the inputs details which I explained in the online manual, which I was saying, which is shown here, and it goes through all the details if you really want to know all those settings. Okay, so for now I'm just going to leave that as such and click OK, and you'll see it comes up with a blue screen, and at the moment it's actually showing as auto trader is turned off. Don't worry about the time frame, it can be any time frame. Here you've got 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, etc. Just ignore that for the moment. Okay, so that's the sender basically set up, and now we can go to the receiver. Be exactly the same thing, just receiver instead of the sender. So I've logged in here, and again you'll see on the expert advisors, I'll just close these screens up, and you only need one chart, and it can be any pair that you want. So you just right click on to the pair chart window, and again you just drag this time you're looking for the receiver, and you drag it onto the screen. So again you just click those three buttons to make sure that it works okay. Now the default channel that it's going to copy on is trade copy. If you look on my other screen here, you'll see the channel here is trade copy. So that's fine, you can leave it for what you wanted to copy. I have noticed when copying from one broker to another, because of the slippage, sometimes there can be an issue with copying across from one broker to another. So what I've done is I've changed one setting here. I'm just trying to find it quickly for just looking to see where it is. It's further down here, and I'll explain it to you. Right, here it is. So the roundup to broker minimum, what it does is if I change it from false to true and I click OK, it means that if there's a discrepancy in the lot size, should I say, that lot size, if it was different and it wasn't picked up as the right size from the one account to the other, it would just drop the trade. So what I've said there is that even though it may be slightly less, just make it take that trade as the broker minimum. So if it was a 0.1 or something and it said, oh, it's only going to be able to take the trade as 0.3, it will take the trade up to the next or the broker minimum that has got that lot size for that pair. Okay, so now you'll see that the connected channel is trade copy, and if I click OK or auto trade, and I go to the other one as well and I click on auto trade, it will copy from the one side to the other. So what I'm going to do quickly is I will take a trade and I will show you, because these are demo accounts, so don't worry about it. So if I take a trade here, let's see where I'm going with the trade. So let's take a new order. Here we go, and I'm going to put the volume of the lot size is 0.1, and I'm going to sell in the market. So now what I've done is I've put a sell in for that pair, and you'll see that's USD chef, and I'm at 0.10 at the outside. You'll notice here that if I go to the trade tab here, I've got exactly the same thing, the same pair that's been opened, which is USD chef. Now if you look also on the right hand side here, you'll see that my risk factor is showing as 1. So what that means is that for the amount that I'm actually putting in a trade here, it will copy exactly the same amount as what I did for from the one to the other. So there you can see it also says sending all trades. One other thing just to advise you, that when you right click and you go to expert advisors, you can change the properties, and you can have multiple channels. So you could say trade copy 1, or you could change it to say T trade copy 1, and then what you do is you just change it to trade copy 2. If you want to say, I think there's up to about 10 channels you can have, and you press enter, and then you can obviously have like another broker account or another setup, and then you would have exactly the same thing and would copy from this one master account to TC1 and TC2. So what you'd have to do is you'll just have to change the property here, and you'd say that's TC1. Okay, so that will click OK. So what I want to do also is just show you that when I actually close out the one trade, you'll see that this one on the right hand side will also close out, showing you how it actually in effect works, and then you'll be able to see it for yourself, how it's almost instantaneous. There can be a bit of a lag depending on your VPS, how what the latency is. So if I click here, watch what happens on the right hand side. You'll see I accept all the terms and click OK. And let's see what happens. And let's close this one. And it should have closed this one. I guess I'll have to fix this one and see what happened here and why this happened. But that is strange because I've never seen this before. It should have closed this one. I'm not sure why. Let's see if there's something in this that's causing a problem. That could well have been the problem with once click trading, but let's have a look and see what we've got here. Let's buy in that, and here you've seen that works fine, and there you go. So you saw that's what it's supposed to do, but I didn't have one click and trading enabled. So that's really the basis of how it works. And as I said, you can have think about 10 different channels set up for all the trades, and it's pretty quick and easy to set it up. The other thing I wanted to just show you as the last thing is if you to right click on here and you click on properties, is the risk factor. So you'll see the risk factor. You can read all the different details. I think I missed that here. The lots, I think it's the lot multiplier if I can remember correctly. I think this is correct. So the lot multiplier, so let's just go to, it's actually this one. So I want to just change this one to higher lot size. Just need to, there we go, use a risk size. So if I want to double it, or say 2.2 will be fine actually, and you'll be able to get a size, the difference. So if I go back to my original order here, and I took a sell by the market, you'll see that it's 5, and you'll see that it's actually doubled the size. So that's what the risk factor does. So you could change it according to what size you wanted. One other thing is it will also scale up according to the balance of the account size. So if you've got 10,000 and you've got a 847, this one should reduce the size on what it's actually doing. So if you've only got £1,000 and you copy into say £10,000, it will auto change the size of the trade, and then it will give you the right size of the trade. So yes, that's really as easy it is, and you saw that I'm copying from one broker to another, and it can be any different broker as long as they're MT4 or they're MT5. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that helps you. If you have any questions or any problems, just give me a shout, and I'm more than happy to speak to you and to help you out with this. Okay, take care then. Bye.